Welcome back. This is a combat mission. It's called Portal to War 205. And I figured that this mission would be appropriate to have in the background because I haven't done a combat mission where you could see it in a while. And this mission was very challenging for me, which makes it appropriate to be in the background while I talk about what happened from the wormhole owner's point of view when we went in the wormhole. So what really happened? To make a long story short, when Tyme Plays and Cobb went in the wormhole and the original entrance that they went into in Galente space closed, Tyme Plays scanned down another one. And the one that he scanned down in Caldari space was actually an opening to their wormhole. And they thought that we were the people that live in the wormhole adjacent to them. So, essentially, they waited that whole time because I had to go like 19 jumps to get in from Galente space to Caldari space. And they were basically waiting for us by the time we got there. Now, I want to make it clear. I was not at my computer when I was potted. And I did not see what happened with Tyme Plays and Cobb because I wasn't there. And that's, losing a ship in my implants. Yeah, it's a pretty penny. It's like, but that's not what's bothering me. What's bothering me is that my journey in Eve, from the day Naira was created, to yesterday, the new things that I experienced when I flew my first frigate, my first destroyer, my first battleship, my first battle cruiser, my first kill, my first 100,000 ISK, my first billion ISK, which I haven't hit that again, and oh my, I wish. The people that I've met, streaming online, all of that is recorded. It's there to look back on, to laugh at, to learn from. But the first time I got potted wasn't there. It's not going to be there. And that's what bothers me the most about it. It's not the ISK or anything like that. I mean, when we jumped into their wormhole, they did what they were supposed to do. They're supposed to defend their territory. We came into their space. And if it was our space, we'd do the same thing. So, that's the thing. If I had been at my computer, and like I said, it doesn't necessarily mean that I would have survived because I had no guns. I was a salvager, and there's no guarantee that I would have made it to slow boat back to the exit. But you would have heard that reaction of me watching my ship go down. I probably would have broken out into hysterical laughter. That's usually what happens when I lose a ship. I say, "What the fuck? Oh no!" And then hilarity, So, and there's my phone. It wouldn't be me recording an Eve video if my phone didn't go off, would it? So, that's what bugs me about that. But one good thing that came out of it is that the corp that I used to be in, the one that Tyme Plays is still in, the one that I do a mining op with every week, they are considering wormhole exploration, which is awesome. Discussions about forming a fleet, and what ships we should use, what roles people should play. This is day trips now. Don't think we're trying to go live in one, because I can't talk for anybody else, but I have absolutely no desire to live in a wormhole right now. But Excuse me. I think that that's awesome. And that's how you evolve and learn, is going through different experiences. And what I am really surprised and happy about is even though we were potted, they still want to go. Because remember, a lot of the people in the corp have no desire for PvP interaction whatsoever. So I'm very pleased about that. Very pleased about that. So another thing, oh, if you have suggestions on, what kind of fleet, what kind of ships, for wormhole, beginner wormhole exploration. We were thinking about, doing a level 2 since we're not really trying to go into, like level 3s and level 4s right now because there are people in there that would like to concentrate on the environment and having to keep your guard up and sort of get used to that a little bit before taking on the challenge of adding that plus sleepers. So I totally am down with that. So we'll be doing like a level 2, level 3 max and getting our feet wet with that. So if you have any suggestions, please feel free to holler at your girl and tell me. Now, speaking of change, Fanfest is over. I watched a good amount of it. Third day bored, but the first and second days, particularly the keynote, I was in. There were some panels that I really wish they had streamed, like PvP, PvE. But hey, can't have everything. Um, I'm curious what you guys think about the security changes coming up. HiSec may not only be as profitable as it was, with the mining, but it also potentially could be much more dangerous with the ability to recoup negative security status so quickly with the tag situation. So I'm wondering what you guys, think about that. Personally, what I'm looking forward to the most, if I understand it, from the way that they did it, uh, they explained it. The scanning system looks really badass. I'm a very visual person, and you guys saw, and some of you were even nice enough to say that it pains you to watch me scan. But when I saw they opened up the thing and the 7 probe scan, the probes were already in play. I was like, yeah, baby. I could definitely get into that. And what I love is that when you scan, things are, your points are shown in space. They're not giving you a stupid list anymore. It's, something that you can visually see in the game. And I like that. I absolutely like that. So, yeah, I am really looking forward to that. Really looking forward to that. Um, Not really. I don't mind ice. So the ice change of the rocks not being static anymore. They're going to be uh, when an ice block is mined. It's not going to be an infinite source anymore. There's going to be a limited amount, and when it's mined out, it goes. But they respawn every 4 hours in different spots, but they're not going to be, you have to scan them down. They're going to be like anomalies, which, like I said, I don't mine ice. People that I know that do have been saying, oh my god, that's going to be a pain in the butt. I think it's going to be more of, you're going to have to adjust your time, so to speak. I would not be surprised if I see more, well, not I see, but if more people are in the game right after downtime to hit those blocks quick, excuse me, get what they need and then bounce out or do something else. I don't know how much ice, is really mined where, I mean, those blocks are just like infinitely sitting there. They're like an infinite resource. So I'm very curious to know how, now that they're not, now that they're more like asteroids, what happens. And as you can see here, you there are there's a lot of stuff here. You have got to, for this mission, blow up the Imperial Tower. Otherwise, when you hit that last room, there are just like, it was over 30 mobs. I mean, it was just like ridiculous. It was just absolutely ridiculous. So when you get in that room and you see the cargo container there, you saw I came in, found it in that long list, and then just knocked it out. That's how you have to do it. And do not dally getting to this room. In Eve Survival, which I didn't look at before I started this mission, I know I suck, but it's a level 3 and I didn't think I needed it. It says you have less than 2 hours. I would do this mission, accept this mission, when you have the time to just go on and bust it out. With me, look at this ship. This ship is sexy. Well, it was until I blew it up. Anyway, it was sexy. I love that ship. I wish I could fly it. So anyway, what are your thoughts about Odyssey? Congratulations to the new CSM. I don't really know who you guys are. I never hear from you guys anyway. And have you guys ever talked to anybody on the CSM? I mean, the CSM is supposed to be the voice of the people. How can they be the voice of the people if you never talk to them? And I'm more visible because of this YouTube channel than your average player. And I've never talked to any of them that I know of. So, they need to work on that because they're not hearing a lot because there's no interaction. So, yeah, let me know what you think about Odyssey. And thank you, guys, for telling me what happened when you potted me. And I will see you guys in the next one.